fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my response review from J.W. Muslim for the movie The Prestige. The film's about two bitter rival magicians who are trying to become the best that they can be while plotting to ruin each other's reputations. One is Robert Angire, played by Hugh Jackman, who has the showmanship to pull in the crowd, but lacks the technique to be able to pulling these tricks right, while the other is Alfred Borin, played by Christian Bale, who's able to pull these tricks off spot on, but isn't able to pull in the crowd. And so, as this progresses, things get worse and worse, and this was because a long time ago, before they were enemies, they were friends, who always liked to help perform tricks on stage for the magician, and his wife happens to be, well, his helper, and so when it goes wrong and Albert happens to tie the knot, which would help her escape, she ends up dying, and Robert held a grudge against that. Right now, I really can't recall any other magician movie that was this good as The Prestige. It has incredible direction, performances from the actors, and great storytelling. And I like how the story progresses. You first feel sympathetic for Hugh Jackman's character along with Christian Bale's, but as it goes on, it starts to blur everything out when secrets and betrayal gets involved with them, and you can't tell who's the protagonist at the end. I like the rest of the cast as well. You have Michael Caine, Scarlett Johansson, Rebecca Hall, Andy Serkis, and David Bowie. That's right, David fucking Bowie.
You remind me of the Babe.
What babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
So, just to brief it up, David Bowie plays Tesla, who's a genius when it comes to science, and built this machine which is able to make teleportation possible from one place to another through energy. And Rupert wants to be able to use this machine so that he would be able to perform real magic rather than mechanical machines and trickery. And seeing David Bowie play this role, I thought it was really neat. I mean, haven't you seen Labyrinth and see how he did that thing with that crystal ball? That was freaking incredible. The magic tricks that they perform in this are really cool to watch. Either that it goes right, or it shocks you and it doesn't go as expected.
You've seen this one before?
Seen them all before, mate.
I'll make it a little harder then, shall I? 2 volunteers, please, a lady and a gentleman, to hold this cage with me. I'll perform this feat in a manner never before seen by yourselves or any other audience anywhere in the world. Madam, if you place one hand on the back of the cage, one hand on the front, thank you. Sir, one hand on the bottom of the cage, one hand on the top.
The plot twists in The Prestige, it always comes as a surprise every time it hits you, and even when you get to the end, it's still way too confusing to get it unless you watch it a couple times more, or if you look up the synopsis on Wikipedia. I basically can't find any complaint about The Prestige. I thought it's a really flawless film, and Chris Nolan does an excellent job directing it by how he makes a lot of the scenes look very effective, and how he's able to work with the camera and script writing and everything. And if you're not just a fan of his Batman movies, then you'll definitely enjoy The Prestige. It's indeed worth watching and possibly worth owning. I give this my 5 full stars. This is the movie that's worth getting either on DVD or Blu-ray, and you'll be shocked by a lot of the stuff they show in this. Now, on to the special features. And on here we have the director's notebook, the cinematic slate of Hand of Christopher Nolan, which is basically this huge featurette which is broken down into different segments, and the art of the Prestige Gallery, which I would assume are TV spots and trailers and photo galleries, and that's basically it. Don't really get much on this. So that's all for my review. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Yuto Moses, signing out.